You're tuned in to Ask the Good Doctor, live each and every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Central, and 10 a.m. Pacific. Dr. DrBrookshire is here to answer your questions live.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, it's Wellness Wednesday. I'm Dr. DrBrookshire. 'Tis the season. Oh, I love this time of year. Grab your Good Doctor notebook. We are going to have some wonderful information about surviving the holidays, some healthy holiday tips. So join me on Twitter at Ask the Good Doc, on Instagram and Facebook at Ask the Good Doctor, and like, comment, and subscribe, and share down below. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Well, a lot of people do not like the holiday season. Well, I'm not one of them. I love the holiday season. I love all of the trimmings. I love preparing. I love decorating. And of course, I love that food. I want to share with you, now that you've made the commitment to become a wellness warrior, and now that you have made the commitment to live a healthier lifestyle, some things that you can do to survive this holiday season and your relatives. All right. I see my hair is messy here. Sorry about that. Since holidays are usually enjoyable, there are a lot of unhealthy habits, though, that can drive us back to our old habits, especially when we have made a change for the better. Yes. And when we get around family and when we are having holidays and gatherings, that can be absolutely problematic. Even the Mayo Clinic has issued some tips for us, and I'd like to share them with you today. Number one, don't skip any meals when you are about to go out. Don't skip any meals. Now, why is this important? Because if you say, I'm saving my appetite till I get to Uncle Johnny's house, I'm saving my appetite for Aunt Mabel's apple pie. Well, you know what? You'll probably try to eat the whole pie when you get to Aunt Mabel's house, or you'll probably try to eat everything on the table that Uncle Johnny has prepared. We don't want you to do that. We want you to eat as you would normally and eat your meal where you are going to the festivity. Eat normally there as well. Don't overeat. This will prohibit you from overeating so that you are not feeling like you could eat an entire elephant. That will stop you, all right? But if you are ravenous, saying that I'm saving because you want to save your caloric intake, no, there are always leftovers. You can always bring your container and take them home. You don't have to try to eat everything in one sitting. And I think that's where we fall short in that regard. So don't skip any meals in the attempt to save calories because you know you're going to overeat. Number two, contribute a healthy dish. Here we go. This is where I come in. This is where I do just what I'm about to suggest all of the time. I contribute a healthy dish, and it is made like I want it. It is made with healthy organic ingredients. It is made fresh. It's not from a bag. It hasn't been catered. Hello, somebody. I make it fresh. And guess what? If I don't see anything else there that looks equally as fresh, I will eat what I brought. So this also leaves me with something to eat. So I have a dual reason for contributing a healthy dish. Number 3, choose your splurges. Now, I am not sitting here saying to you, don't splurge on anything. No, I want you to enjoy your holiday within reason, but choose what you're going to splurge on wisely. Scan the whole table. See what's on the stove. If you do it like my family, just go to the stove and get your food, okay? See what's there so that you can choose on a couple of holiday favorites that you know you only eat during the holiday season, and certain things that may only be available during the holiday season, like cranberries, fresh cranberries. So you may want to splurge a little more on homemade cranberry sauce instead of eating something else. All right. So things that you only can get during the holiday season, choose that to splurge on. And when you know that you only see your auntie and your uncles a couple of times a year, and it's the only time you can get whatever it is they like to fix, that they prepare the best, their signature dish. Choose those things to eat instead of filling up on things that you can get every day. Number 4, think color. Ah, yes. Fall, the winter months is a beautiful time of year for those beautiful root vegetables, the acorn squashes, the butternut squashes, all of the string beans and turnips and rutabagas. Think color. Put color on your plate and make sure that it's more than half. Okay, of course, the collard greens and the turnip greens and the mustard greens, ooh-wee. You cannot beat that in terms of putting it on your plate. So you're starting with a healthy base when you're adding all of the colorful things, okay? Number 5, choose your drinks wisely. As we know that alcohol contributes too many calories and no nutritional value whatsoever. So you want to minimize alcohol. You may want to take a glass and celebrate, but this is not the time to get sloshed if you're trying to choose a healthy lifestyle or want to maintain your healthy lifestyle during this season. Stick with wonderful fruit water, and that's something that you can contribute to. Make it. If you want to have that eggnog like I make, that is what I'm choosing, but I'm not having a glass of it. You have a little bit of eggnog, all right? And it goes a long way. So savor it once you make the choice. Number 6, visit the people and not the food. Okay, Mayo Clinic, I think I love you. This is such a good tip. Visit with the people. Focus on the socialization aspect of it. Since we've been in quarantine these last couple of years, and especially that first year when we really couldn't have the Thanksgiving or the Christmas that we really wanted to have, oh my gosh, how beautiful is it to be able to come together and do it safely. And focus on the people. Use the opportunity, move around the room, talk to the people you haven't seen face to face in a while. This is a good one. Number 7, say no to the food pushers. Oh, you know the ones. You better eat all that food on your plate. People in such and such country are starving. Listen, everybody has those in their family, and everyone has the people, oh no, you have to have some more. Oh, you have to have some more. Guess what? You don't have to have any more. You can let them pile it up if they prepare your plate, and prepare your own plate. That's the other thing, okay? Let them pile it on, but you don't have to eat it all right then. Take it home with you, especially if it's something you like to eat. And then also, it is also quite politically correct to say, oh no, I could not eat another thing. It's okay for you to do that as well. Number 9, eat until you are satisfied. Oh, eat until you are satisfied. That's a good one. Now, if you're starving yourself until you get to the dinner so that you can eat more dinner, that's going to be a problem. But if you just eat until you're satiated, okay, you can wait for that to go down, especially if you have the whole day or the weekend. There's always the day after Thanksgiving too, Focus on the day after as well. So you don't have to fill yourself to the brim. You know, that uncomfortable, I can't believe I ate the whole thing. Yeah, don't do that. I promise you, you will remember this talk and know that I said, okay, don't eat till you get too full where you're burping and carrying on. Don't do that. Now, a case of the itis is a sign of a good meal. A case of the, I'm cracking myself up today. I don't know why. A case of the itis is a good indicator that it's a successful meal. For those of you in other cultures who may not understand what the itis is, it is the term of where everyone goes to sleep after they eat. That is the sign of a successful meal. Now, you could get up and go walk to avoid the itis, especially if you feel like you've eaten too much. And I did skip one, so I'm going to go back to number 8. Savor seasonal treats. If you know that Aunt Mabel makes her killer really tasty. I keep bringing up Aunt Mabel because my Aunt Mabel was the queen in the kitchen, okay? She only made those cinnamon rolls for special occasions. If we knew that I could only get that cinnamon roll, then I'm having a cinnamon roll because I know it's the only time it's going down in that kitchen. But it's in this book, Kitchen Warriors 101, Homemade Healthy. Yes, I've learned how to perfect it, and I wrote all about it and put it in my cookbook under desserts. Number 10, don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty if you happen to overindulge. Don't throw yourself into a guilt trip, okay? It happens. Don't do it the next day, too. Let it marinate for that day. And if you chew some digestive enzymes, it'll come in one way and go out your butt and put it in that toilet. I highly suggest it. But don't feel badly if you fall off of your plan. If you do, just get back up. It's natural. It's human. Try to avoid it if you can. But if you cannot, if you happen to overindulge on alcohol, sweets, or food, forgive yourself. There's always another day. All right. The CDC has also given us a plan to holiday proof our health plan. And I am so happy that I saw that the CDC was giving recommendations as well. And one of the things they say is the same thing I always say, is that you can't control what other people put in the food, but you can control how much of it you eat. So the first thing they suggest is eat close to your usual meal times so that it keeps your blood sugar steady. One of the most daunting times about the holidays and traveling period is that our bodies get thrown off because of our schedules and we're off of our normal timetable. And that this can be dastardly in throwing off our entire intestinal and digestive systems. So eat close to your usual times to keep your blood sugar steady. And that's a good thing. They also suggest bringing a dish along if you're invited to a party. And if you have a sweet treat, cut back on those carbs like potatoes or bread to balance it out. Yes, the diabetics know about this intimately because they are always doing the dance with, okay, I had this today, so now I can't have that dessert. Oh, but I had pasta. I gave up my pasta and potatoes today, my pasta and my bread and my potatoes today. So now I can have dessert. We all need to learn about that dance. We do. It will be beneficial for our health overall. Don't skip the meals to save up on the feast. They're saying the same thing the Mayo Clinic is saying. But here are some holiday hacks that I like to share. I think that if you decide to have the sweet potato pie, don't eat the whole one. Don't eat the whole sweet potato pie. Only have a piece of sweet potato pie and take another piece home. Now, if you're like my mother-in-law and say, Gus, that whole pie is yours for you to take with you, then danger, okay? Because you want to take the whole pie home. A whole pie was presented to you to take home. You don't have to eat the whole pie in a day. No. How do you eat the elephant? One bite at a time. One day at a time. Have a small plate of the foods that you like best and then leave them. And then leave them. To know that, oh, yeah, I tasted that macaroni and cheese. I tasted it. It was good, but now maybe you no longer eat cheese, but you may have a longing for cheese. And so the holidays are a great time for you to satiate what you've given up for the sake of your health. Okay. Start with those vegetables to take the edge off. So if they're appetizers, eat those vegetables with a little dip, and then also eat slowly. Eat slowly so that you can talk, so that you can socialize, so you can be and commune and fellowship one with the other. Take physical activity as well. That is so important. You know, when people are traveling, they don't exercise. I'm guilty of it too, but I make every effort to do it. Keep my walks going, take the stairs when I can. I love going to different cities and preparing together with the family to get the food together. So I like to go shopping. So I like taking those extra spins around the grocery store. That is a way to get in steps, an extra way to do it. Finally, schedule some me time. Me. It is so important for you to do that because a nap, a walk with the dog, or a hot bath helps put you back on track, places you back in the center so that you can entertain or so that you could get ready for the next event. It's really draining to be have this calendar full, this party, that party, party over here, party over there. It's exhausting, and you'll find yourself more depleted whether instead of enjoying the festivities. I want you to fit in your favorites because there's no food that's really on the naughty list. Well, some, we used to eat chitlins, okay, back in the day, but we don't do that anymore. And if you're going to partake in something that is considered a family delicacy, then just do it in small baby portions. It is also quite okay to say, you know what, I've made some lifestyle changes. I'm seeing incredible results. But when your family sees you, they're going to see the results. So don't feel guilty in stating that you've been doing something alternatively. And if you want to just satisfy that little itch for a taste of whatever is now on your no-no list, have that taste. Get your sleep at night also, in addition to potentially taking a nap. I'm the nap queen if I have to stay up late because I always advocate going to bed at 10 o'clock. So if I know that I'm going to be up past 10 o'clock, because I honestly do get sleepy around that time every day, I take a nap so that I can enjoy my time out if I'm choosing to be out. Yes. So continue to stay as close to your bedtime as possible. And if not, just make sure that you do get sleep. You don't want to try to survive the holiday season on just a few hours, because if you're traveling, that's a no-no. Traveling tired, whether you're traveling by car, especially if you're traveling by car, or if you are traveling in public ways, like on a subway for long distances from one end of New York City to another, can be 2 hours. So you want to make sure that you are alert and awake with everything going on in these streets these days. Yes. I want you to enjoy your holiday season this year. I hope that these tips have given you some ideas about how to survive the holiday safely. Finally, I want to leave you with this as far as an emotional component. If you do not want to attend a function because of unresolved family issues, then don't. Do not feel obligated to attend just because everyone's going. May I suggest that now's the time to put it all to rest. If there is unrest because of traumas that occurred a long time ago, unresolved issues that happened a long time ago, pick up the phone and call that person and work it out before the holiday, because nothing is worse and nothing ruins a family event or any kind of event when an argument erupts. Oh my gosh, it's the worst. And now everyone is left trying to negotiate it. That is traumatizing all by itself. So if you have something that's unresolved and you don't feel like you can settle it before you arrive, stay home. Save yourself and the rest of us from the multitude of grief or explosion that could potentially occur at an event. Enjoy this holiday season in peace. And if you do solve it, you may have some peace also. I'll leave it there. That's all I have for you today. I'd like to thank our announcer, Chris Brown, our technical producer, Christopher Green, and supervising producer, IW. That's all I have. To let your eyes shine, cut back on the wine, get good food fast, and go easy on the greasy. Until next time, I want you to enjoy yourselves. I'm Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire, here to help you attain and maintain your perfect health. Let's do it again next week, okay? God bless you.